Welcome back to Pickleball U, episode 28. What a time it has been. The college season basically officially over after the Nationals this past weekend. But David has something to say.
Hold on. Wait a minute. So you forgot our tagline that's on our roadshow booth. The number one collegiate pickleball podcast in the world. We are the number one because we are the only one. And you guys know I'm a straight degenerate when it comes to pickleball. I watch and consume as much as I can. One of my favorite pods, friends with Thomas Shields, the Pickle Pod has been a long time listen. Also, I like a little king of the court, especially with all of the driving that I do.
Respectable.
Mark is very familiar with. I just, pot it up, all the different pods. These guys are clowns right now. I got to tell you how mad I am and how I threw it in our group chat. Like, look, I get it. NCPA had nationals. You almost talked about it. You had the Collegiate Pickleball Tour finishes off. We do 15 hours of live streaming, and now all of a sudden, everybody and their mom wants to talk about college pickleball and are straight jabronis about it. The amount of times they go, will college be an NCAA? Will pickleball be NCAA? Like, no, morons. It's not going to be NCAA. We don't want it to be NCAA. We want it to be varsity or at least club sport. Like, that's the problem with these podcasts that come on. Stick to the pros. Like, you guys do a great job with the pros. You notice that we don't go prognosticating the PPA or the APP. We don't talk about that. We talk about college pickleball because that's what we know. We don't just spout whatever we can trying to get clicks because something happened. And now they have sparked the entire pickleverse on wanting college pickleball to be NCAA sport without having any information at all. So I texted Thomas, get me on a pod, put us on there, and we will actually educate the audience on what college pickleball looks like. Because is it going to be NCAA? Yeah, in a couple of years, it's going to be an NCAA sport. No, moron, it's not. Like, you don't understand at all what that takes. And as somebody who was like, it's funny, me talking about it, but I got so mad. So that's my rant. You guys put us on, if you want to talk college pickleball, just, hey, Pickleball U show, Instagram, DM us. We will come on. Our fee is minimal to educate you about what college pickleball is. And
so for the listener, welcome to Martin and I's last 2 days. This is what it's been like for 2 days.
The problem is they have real voices. Like, they have powerful voices that a lot of people listening to. So it's like now we've got more people that are dumber because of their show.
That math checks out.
I mean, look, Timber. I rage baited Timber so good this week. I did. There was some guy on a post somewhere, talking about NCAA. And now with college pickleball, it gets talked about. I take a lot of pride in what we do, fellas. I know we're a bunch of clowns, right? And we're having a good time, and this weekend was nuts. But I take a lot of pride in just being educated and also protecting it a little bit because these kids are doing. I mean, we got so many good compliments about the kids, but people posting and then just absolute nonsense, uneducated. I guarantee you, these are the people that hit third shot lobs too. I don't know.
Hey. I hit third shot lobs.
That's it.
I have to admit that, we're kind of experts and well known in a very small corner of the universe. But some guy started mansplaining to me on Facebook about college pickleball. And first of all, women out there, I apologize if I've ever mansplained anything to you ever, because it's got to be infuriating. Especially, like Mev Safdar, Division I tennis all-star, when I started explaining to her what a forehand was the first time we met.
That's bad. That's
so, if I've ever mansplained anything to you, I apologize. But somebody started mansplaining to me college pickleball. And I was like, don't you know who the fuck I am?
Yeah, like
you guys are ridiculous.
Like, there's a story running around that somebody tried to use Timber as a reference and described him as one of the top Harvard college pickleball players in the country, and it's like, man, that is, if I could just show pickleball 101 in one thing, this is it. A bunch of people don't have a clue what they're talking about, just saying stuff to say stuff. And it's like, if it was just some court Nazi, fine, right? But you're talking about like people that have big audiences trying to ruin college pickleball is really what they're trying to do. And it might be because Tyler Lowe had to commentate a little bit of his stuff. Actually, he did pretty good. Like, he did ball out. Maybe he's scared of the college kids, right? We know probably 90% of the college kids could beat Jimmy Miller, right? Like, they 100%. Definitely could beat St. Navratil. I mean,
and Nico the lefty don't even.
Nico the lefty talking about college pickleball, bro. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, no, bad look.
So that's my rant to start the show. I had to get that off my chest, or else it would have been boiling the entire time. But Martin usually wrangles us in. What a great freaking weekend!
It was absolutely magical.
It really was. I've talked to both Jacob and some of the other folks at Duper. I mean, it starts with the fact it did not rain. First time ever nationals at CPT.
And that's the first time we were there. So
yeah, did not rain. Maybe a little hot, to be honest, but I'll take it.
Yeah.
So it was. And then I told Jacob, I was just on the phone with Jacob a minute ago. He sees all the problems. We don't necessarily see the problems, but I didn't see any problems. I mean, we were pretty close to him. I think the hats. I think the biggest problem they had was the hats got held up in customs. That was the biggest problem.
What a tragedy.
Martin and I run 30 tournaments a year, right? Like, we do all kinds of stuff. The funniest part as operators, where I had the most sympathy, was when they input the score wrong, and it was, what was it? Was it FSU over FAU?
Yeah.
And like 10 people are coming up to us.
Did you guys see that score? Is that real, bro? Is that real?
I was like, Timber showed it to me at first, and I was like, there's no way.
Well, because it wasn't just that. I mean, FSU could upset FAU, but it's not going to be 21-10 or whatever it was.
Yeah. I'm like, meh. And then they went back, looked at the scorecard. They actually had put something in backwards. Yeah. But that was about it, man. Like, the kids all had a great time. Even the funsy one they did on Sunday ran on time. I'd be interested to hear the feedback on it from the players, but
they had a good chunk of players that did that. But I really feel like next year we've got to do a better job explaining to them what it is, because there were a lot of people around that they would have had a ball if they'd have known. If they just because the people that did it had just a blast.
Yeah.
Next year maybe we'll help next year get the word out. If you're going to be, I mean, some people went ahead and went home after Saturday, and that's fine. But if you're going to be there, put your shoes on. Let's go.
Yeah.
So it was, we had the live stream going, right? We had the live stream there. I got to be honest, a little bit harder than I thought it was going to be.
Oh, that thing was impossible. Especially when we had to do our solo missions, talking to people.
It was cool just interviewing people, and that was really kind of the highlight reel, and that was the feedback I got was like, it was cool to have people interacting and giving a platform like at a scale that we're able to do.
Right. Right.
Everyone was so excited to do the interviews, even though they were reluctant at first. We've talked about it. Everybody's like, "Oh, I'm not interesting. I'm not funny. I have nothing to talk about." Then we finally get them to do it, and they're talking for like 20 minutes.
Somebody said that to me. They said, "I'm not interesting," and I've said, "You've seen the show, right?" I mean, would you think any of us are interesting, or do we just talk a lot?
Yeah. Like that's it, man. But it was really cool to see kind of college pickleball at just highlighted. I mean, there was some sad moments in a good way where you had people that were playing legit their last ever college event. If this would have been the first year and, hey, nothing really spectacular, but these kids are invested heavily into these clubs, more so than just on the court. So you saw them, like they would come up and just like, I was like, "Hey man, how's it going?" And like, "Yeah, good. We just lost." And "Oh yeah, that sucks." Like, it's my last one, man. This is incredible. I'm just gonna soak in the moment and hang out. And I was like, that's awesome.
Well, for me, it's typically, especially the better players. "Oh man, it's my last one." It's like, Indiana University has a really good grad school.
Yeah,
let's go.
That's a bunch of kids. Yeah. Timber, I'm gonna light you up a little bit here. You recruit hard for IU, but you also put some kids into positions like for the future of themselves. I mean, there was somebody that you interviewed, and literally, I think on the interview, you talked about the West Virginia Wesleyan opportunity, and like 2 days later, they were interviewing for the position. So
that was
I know
cool.
You recruit hard for IU, but you also are just genuinely helping every single kid there.
Yeah, and that's the fun part. I mean, these kids some of these kids want to do more with this, and I know Derek Sawyer that runs RPO, which is affiliated with, that's what he wants to do next. He wants to help, because not everybody. There are people that want to get into this business, like the three of us, that aren't going to get into it by winning championships. So,
and I have an even better story.
Oh gosh.
I was at the U.S. Open Monday and got recognized because of the show. I know a lot of people there, but somebody was like, "Yo, are you David from Pickleball U?" And I was like, "Yeah."
That's so dumb.
It finally happened.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
Well, I heard that there was discussion down there at the U.S. Open at the Yola booth. I heard there was discussion about how awesome the candy stripe jacket is. So that I'm not recognized for anything I do. I'm recognized because I got a jacket.
Oh yeah.
I was with Gordon on Tuesday, and he says that you do a phenomenal job and that you're amazing. Yeah. He said that him saying that will have no bearing on your review.
Financially. Yeah.
No financial
if you know me, I don't care. I mean, I'd much rather
don't
have
say Timber. Don't say that.
Yeah. I used to drive my business partner crazy back when I had a business, because he was all about making money and I was all about recognition.
Well, here's Timber in his review process. "Hey, Timber, we're scaling back the college pickleball budget. We're going to pay you less." "Okay, great. Like, so I still get to keep doing this." "Okay, that's fine. Like, here we go. I'm still going to go on all the trips and still you guys take care of it." Like, yep.
Yeah.
I'm good. I'm good.
Yeah.
I don't think Gordon watches this, but I'd probably just do it for the per diem.
Yeah, don't say that.
For a little margarita and salad.
Oh my God, that was a good margarita.
What something I still can't get over. I'll bring it up right here, guys. We had an award ceremony.
Yeah.
This, I love how much like this just blew Martin's mind that we were doing this.
It's so stupid.
During it, he's like, "I can't believe we're doing this."
Dude, there's like 150 plus people there just sitting there waiting for us to give out awards for college pickleball. That's ridiculous.
What was the best part of the college pickleball awards?
Oh, I don't know if best, but the funniest part was David coming in midway to announce his award. Why don't you run us through what happened that day?
So I have it documented. I took videos like of my journey and pictures and stuff like that. What happened was, I was doing an event Friday morning in Lakeland, Florida for Advent Health. Advent Health, we raised tens of thousands. I'm talking like almost enough to buy the whole machine for 3D mammograms, right? Which is like really big for women. Doesn't have to push on your thing, right? Like it's good. So we did that. I had a hard out at 1 o'clock because I had a like 3 o'clock flight in Orlando, Florida, which if you know that trip, there is traffic galore. I was duck, dodge, dipping everything I could to get to there. I arrived as they started boarding, right? I was texting Timber and Martin, hey guys, good luck without me. I'm gonna be there. Okay. So first part of the journey is complete. I got on the plane. Then, because I was kind of late getting there, they had to check my bag because all I had was a carry-on. So they checked the bag, which has all of our equipment. I'm like, oh, here we go. So I had to go to the airport. We were 20 minutes late. Get to the airport, go to the luggage terminal. Then I had to catch an Uber. I almost got in trouble with the Uber guy because I ordered it as I was walking. You're not supposed to do that, apparently. So he was sitting there waiting for me, walked right in. Then I get to the Uber because everybody was like, go Marta. I'm like, not a chance. And so I get on there, and it's a 45-minute drive. And I'm like, dude, if you get me there in half an hour, I will give you $50. The guy would not do above 55 to save his life. I was so mad. I said, hey, man, I felt bad because I was backseat driving, which I hate having done to me. And he did it, right? He pulls in. I fly out of the car, grab my stuff. I'm not even putting it. I'm just carrying it. I throw it into Timbers because I didn't even see our booth, which was right next to it. I throw it into Timbers' booth as I hear, hey, guys, we're going to do Keep It Classy, and walk through the entire crowd, straight out the middle, high-fiving, shaking hands, going crazy, yelling my ass off, right into the award, completely unprepared, in the Uber, trying to remember who I nominated, what was happening, walked out there, rambled, roasted Alabama.
Caught a stray.
And then gave away the award, and it was incredible. Incredible. And then handed off the mic and had a great day.
It couldn't have been, we couldn't have scripted that. We couldn't have scripted that. It was so funny. It was so funny. You kind of walk in like our viewers, our young viewers aren't going to get this, but you kind of walk in like Arsenio back in the day. You know?
No, it's funnier when you realize like half of the people or more had no idea who David is. So they're like, who's this guy walking up to the mic? It was about to be like a Kanye moment on Beyonce.
Yeah. I was high-fiving people, and then I realized like later on that night, I was like, I don't think anybody actually knew who I was.
What you should, I just came to me, David, because I was talking, I was covering for you, and you should have grabbed the mic and go, Timber, I'm gonna let you finish. But Heather Kim is the best sportsman of all time.
Yeah, I mean, that would have been good. That whole Friday night was cool, man.
Yeah, we had a ball.
Mm-hmm. It was. Let's go. Let's give a shout out to our winners once more.
Yeah,
we got Bella Nelson winning the Barney. We got Heather Kim, Keep It Classy. Christian Frankie, Keep It Classy. Alec Lamacchio with the Barney, and then we had UVA running deep, like over like 30 people over there. They won the Jacob Smith Award, the inaugural award. What a day that! Oof, can't get over it.
Yeah, so fun.
It definitely set the tone for a great weekend, and that was, I think the best part for me was obviously watching you guys put a lot of work into this, and me not. But obviously, like the thought that you guys had about all this, and it did. It was not it was not without some controversy, which I like. And there were some people that were like, hey, maybe somebody else could have won it, maybe another club could have won it. There were some hearts broken, which should be part of an award ceremony.
Yeah, because they care. That means they cared.
Yeah. Yep.
And for those of you that were criticizing us, start your own podcast, because
who was criticizing us?
I don't know that there was a lot, but I did hear. Well.
Oh, what'd you hear? Wait, I'm interested.
Well, no, it's mostly from you guys, but Callan wasn't upset. Callan from Ohio State, he should have. We didn't do the nominations. We did the awards. We didn't do the nominations. Callan should have been nominated for Player of the Year. He's a one of the top players in the country, and he should have been nominated.
Pretty good.
I don't think he should have won, but I think he should, because and there were a couple of clubs that felt like maybe they should get it. I'm like, if we're doing a lifetime achievement award for clubs, you got to give it to Virginia first. I'm sorry,
But, yeah, and also too is like, hey man, like obviously we took in a lot of nominations.
Mm-hmm.
This isn't a participation trophy that we're giving out here.
That's right.
That's right. There's plenty of great players that could win a Heisman Trophy if everybody got nominated, but it only goes to the best ones. There's got to be a number 2. So that I thought it was a great way to kick off the weekend. You guys have been there since Thursday night, though. You saw all the you saw like all of the pool play and everything, right?
Yeah. Well,
for Friday.
Yeah, singles was on Thursday. I did not see this. Martin, did you see any of the singles?
I did see the singles. It was absolutely awesome. Probably most memorable moment was the women's finals, where I felt you got to feel a little bad, but this has got to be one of the prime examples of how chirping actually impacts a match. It was FSU Tate against Zoya Khan, and the FSU section was chirping the hell out of Zoya. And it was working.
Really?
But it ended up being 22-20 for FSU.
Wow.
So that's Tate's second individual national championship in singles. So hopefully she keeps on going. I think she's a sophomore, so she's got some time left to get even better. And then Ryan Morneau ended up winning for JMU. He won singles, and it was hilarious. He ends up winning, and he's like, finally JMU won something. He was so pumped about not winning just for himself, but to put on the school on the map. So that was cool to see.
I mean, Ryan Morneau was one of those guys that we just saw his last college experience, right?
Yeah.
We saw him play his final stuff. He let it all hang out. I mean, that dude was flying. Well, actually, right? It won't be his last official. They won the East game.
So there was All-Stars
in tournament for MLP.
Yeah.
So
that was cool. So that was cool too. The All-Star game. The first 2 All-Star games were great, but there was a little bit of showmanship. They didn't care about who won. Last year Jack was hitting tweeners, and and it was just. I mean, it was fun to watch, but it really was more of an exhibition. Well, this year there was something on the line, so there wasn't a lot of goofing off this year, and it went to a dream breaker.
Yeah, it's and there was actually stuff on the line there, so that was me.
Yeah.
Well, you're talking about what's on the line. The opportunity to play MLP is a lot of these kids' dream to go pro. Like some of these kids, they can go pro. So being able to do that was really cool. My question is, will that stage change him a little, or will we get Ryan Morneau who dresses up like Star Wars and does
Darth Vader?
lightsaber?
That was awesome.
Are we gonna get that one, or are we gonna get like a professional dummied down version?
Nah, I think he's going hard.
That's Ryan.
Even harder, because.
So
go ahead.
After he came off the court, I went over and I high-fived him, and I said, and apologize for this language in advance, but I said, game recognizes game, and attention whore recognizes attention whore. And he loved that. He high-fived me back. He goes, absolutely.
Yeah, that's him. Both of you. That's incredible. Yeah.
That's on brand. Yep. Well, let's hop into what is going to be the most heartbreaking segment of all time for Pickleball U.
Oh, wait, hold on. Do you understand? Did you read my name?
No, I don't get it.
Timber, do you understand? Do you read my name? Read it out loud.
No, what I understand that it's a ill-conceived game if that's the results.
Hold on. David J. Cali, because for me and DJ Cali, they're the same. Me and DJ Cali, you know why? All we do is win, baby. All we do is win. You guys right here doubted me all year. All year, everybody I don't care. Anybody who says that they had me winning this, except for me and my wife. Happy anniversary. I love you today.
No, Michelle picked Timber.
Brother. But listen, the fact that I won this over the two of you, I mean, seriously, you guys got to be in the top of the college pickleball stratosphere of knowledge. And that I won because I know how to pick better than you is incredible. You guys should be ashamed. You should have brown paper bags over your head right now. I can't tell you how satisfying it was to sit there and watch the two of you just absolutely shrink down in your chairs, knowing, watching. Who did I have in D3?
UVA.
That's right, baby. UVA.
The one time they win something, it's UVA 3.
I almost went FAU across the board, and then to watch FAU 2 just absolutely steamrolling everybody. They put out Timber's team. They put out your team. And then, the final.
So did FAU 3. We almost got, if we would have beat you, if Indiana would have beat UVA and the UVU in the quarters and got to the Final Four, and they would have played FAU, likely they're going to lose that. We would have been knocked out by FAU in every division.
The closest you guys came to beating me was the actual D1 finals, only because Martin had Utah Tech, right? And they met in the finals. And, hey, kudos to them. They did take a game, right? But I picked all 3 divisions correctly.
And the only one that's hard is Division 3, dude.
Right. And listen, and by doing that in the stupid rules we had, we were locked out from picking those people because you were in last place. Let me ask you, I've been thinking about this. Let me ask you this question. If I'm playing some sort of basketball related game, where there's a ball and there's a hoop, and it's me and Jordan and LeBron, and I win, is that because I'm the better player or because somehow the game is flawed? I'm telling you, the game is flawed.
Winning is defined as you are the best.
No, the game is flawed.
If you are playing basketball and you beat Jordan and LeBron, you are the best.
Now, the game, there's something wrong with the ball or something.
The rules are better at whatever. They can cry all they want. You won.
Yeah,
well, I don't feel like you've looked at my tagline yet on the camera.
I can't read that far.
Oh, Lordy. Oh, Lordy.
Oh, yeah, right. Well, listen. So, don't deflect. That right there.
Dude, nobody has any idea what we're talking about.
Timber, the whole entire I want you to understand, I was ready to play. I had my shoes on. I had a paddle. I literally had Jaden Broderick was about to hand me a paddle out on the court. I was going to grab it and go. And all of a sudden, it was like, we got no time. For
the people confused, they're talking about how David Tabb dodged Timber for the skinny single battle.
I did not dodge Timber.
So wait a minute. So something that happened at the event, sadly there was an injury during singles.
Yeah.
And Duke had to forfeit, including, so every time Duke forfeited, the score went in 21-0. They lost.
But why did you forfeit?
This was a forfeit. You weren't there at the start time. Therefore, you forfeited.
I was there.
No, we were going to play first.
Yeah, but you can move that around, dude.
No,
you wasn't there ready to play.
I talked to the referees, and they agreed with me that was a 21-0 forfeit.
I agree.
That's going in Duper.
Ron Potter said it.
Both of you are mad at the pickup. And that is all that's happening right now. And you guys are straight rage me, and I'm falling for it.
I don't, dude. You didn't show up, man. And showing up.
I'll tell you what. Here we go.
Counts.
The rules run by people that show up.
I love that we haven't talked anything about the Nationals. Well, we have a little bit. But, if you acknowledge right now that the game is not rigged, that I am better at college pickleball and picking and better than both of you have to admit it. I'll admit that, hey, it was a forfeit because I wasn't there.
So Nationals was awesome. All right, let's just ignore him.
Yeah, we're just going to transition into people that actually played pickleball.
Here we go. After all was said and done, we didn't think it could happen, but FAU did get the triple crown. They swept Nationals. They got APP, NCPA, and now the Nationals, CPT. Wow.
Their record for the weekend was 30-1.
30-1. That game being dropped in the finals. Absolute dominance the whole season. I'm excited to see how they're going to shape up next year. But they were much better than everybody.
Yeah.
Point blank.
Utah Tech, I think, is clearly the next best team out there.
I think Utah Tech only lost to FAU this season. They didn't drop another match against anybody else.
Yeah, no, they dropped a game or two, but no matches.
Yeah. So they lost to FAU 3 times.
Yeah.
So one of the FAU players did come up to me and was like, "Is that the first ever Triple Crown?" I'm like, "Yeah, it's the first ever Triple Crown in the history of college pickleball."
I'm not sure. Has anybody ever won 2?
Ooh.
Because last year it was
not in the same year, I don't think.
Right. Florida, Utah Tech won. Texas and
Florida. It was Texas Tech and Florida.
Yeah, that's right.
And then who won NCPA? I don't remember who won NCPA last year.
I thought it was Tech last year.
Okay, so then last year. Yep. So no, nobody's done it.
Yeah. So the fact that they won not only 2 national championships, but 3 is pretty impressive. Well, you have some colleges don't even play all the tours. They only play for the other, so it's not even feasible for them.
Yeah. Well, North Carolina is pretty much a duper only school.
Yeah.
For sure. And we also are pretty sure that we've never seen very many forfeits before, and we saw several in this one just because of injury, and BYU can't play on Sunday, and so there may have been like 4 forfeits, and 3 of them were to North Carolina. And I'm going to start the conspiracy theory right now. Sarah Carpenter, OG college pickleball player, works for Duper. So, and then her team somehow gets the benefit. They get a free trip to the Final Four. And I think they were being nice to Sarah because Sarah is awesome, but I think
the person
there was some nepotism.
Code
here, wait.
Controlling the back end of Duper is
we got the whole bracket here
on my alliance. I'm in.
Let's see. Yeah. Oh yeah. What was cool about this? We got. Why isn't it moving? Whatever. You guys
Yep.
seeing this?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So yeah, we had the UNC bye.
And they got that bye because they technically were the top seed because they technically beat Duke 84-0 in pool play.
So they got people don't understand. Like FAU was the number 1 seed, but not actually. FAU was the number 1 seed for their half, but they were number 2 seed. Like you had UNC was the number 1 seed in the entire tournament.
Yeah, and that's because of point differential.
Yes. Yeah, those numbers on the left are numbers on the left are the true seedings of everybody.
Yep.
So yeah, you had UNC, FAU, Valley. What's funny is FAU almost had better point differential, and they actually played all their matches, even with UNC 21-0.
That's
across the board.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They're nasty. But we talked about it just now. UNC, they get to the quarterfinals and boom, 1-0, 1-0, 1-0. BYU not allowed to play on Sundays. What's your take on that, boys?
Well, it's not like you go to BYU and that's not already a thing. You know that going in. I don't agree with the theology behind it, but I'm very impressed by the faithfulness of that. It's like, okay, this is what we believe, so we're not going to stop believing it just because we want to play on Sunday, So the dedication to, what they believe is really impressive, even though I don't necessarily agree with like I said, the theology behind it, the dedication. Spring Arbor is the same way. Spring Arbor, had they made it to Sunday, wouldn't have been able to play. Now they're still trying to get that changed.
Yeah, they got a lot to go for that.
Yeah. But still.
They weren't on a Sunday.
Here's my question. This year, the women's national championship for basketball not only was on Sunday, but was on Easter Sunday. And, that's a big television event. What would have happened if BYU would have been in the women's basketball finals? That would have been the loss of millions of dollars if they just forfeit that.
And based on what I hear about this, there you go. Just knocked on the door. based on what I hear, like they would just not play.
Yeah.
BYU does not care. Like that is their religion. And so I think that both sides of the argument are right. I think that BYU held to its standards. Their standards. That's what they believe in. So they play, and that's it, right? But on the other side, like I also think there's people that make the argument. Well, if you know you're not going to play that last game, should you just take an L so that the other team can move on? So it's one of those. You go or you don't go. It'll create a lot of clickbait, but at the end of the day, they have to live with their decision. So whatever they decide is right.
Yeah. Well, and if they forfeit to JMU or whatever because they're not moving on, that's real money. I mean, I think making the Elite Eight was I think making the Final Four was like $2,500 or something.
And actual cash.
Yeah.
Not like actual real money.
Timber liked that one.
Yeah, Timber did like that one.
Yeah,
that's good. That's good.
Yeah, I mean, UNC, they got like the lucky loser times like 10.
Yeah, they got
in the tournament. So it was a fun point. Should they do something around a forfeit to make it different and a little more equal, right? Like, should they take an average of their actual games? Should they in softball, it's 7-0 instead of like, an 11 or 10-0 mercy rule. I think that'll be a good discussion for forfeits, and frankly, all of the tours need to address it. College pickleball in general, should have a rule around what happens if
like an hour ago, Jacob and I were discussing this, and he had a couple of ideas because, they got lucky in that the quote, the worst team in that pool was the one that forfeited. What if it had been North Carolina that had to pull out? Yeah. Now all of a sudden you've got a very average team way above where they should be in the rankings. The problem is, and let's take this specific situation. If you make those games 1-0, and so the point differential is 4, well then North Carolina's got an argument. We would have beat the worst team in our field by way more than 4 points. So, I think this is a bad solution, but it's better than all the others.
Yeah. I don't think that you will never doing this. You will never, ever, you'll never make everybody happy. And it sucks because you had to forfeit. Seriously, I just feel bad for Duke. Like they had to forfeit in there.
Yeah, but she got injured in singles too the day before.
I don't know. I think Martin just changed my heading.
What?
So the fun one that happened, and it's not fun when people get hurt, but the interesting one that happened was actually Utah Tech. Utah Tech. Lauren Mercado actually got she got hurt and in the
semis.
In quarters.
It was quarters.
It was quarters to. It was an absolute battle between UF. Ended up in a dream breaker. They played some singles, and I think she got injured while winning the dream breaker. Actually, she was the last up, and she clutched it up 22-20.
And so she got injured, right?
Mm-hmm.
And so they're running around. What are you gonna do? They actually had somebody there that was on their roster that was a legal player that could play.
Well, it was Dylan. We all know Dylan.
Dylan was there, and she could have absolutely played. She was ready to rock. She might have, the night before, not prepared for playing on Sunday. But, hey, she was there and available, and she could have 100% played. I was there when they were reviewing it. I can't believe how fast they did.
Yeah, she started warming up, too. She was ready.
Yeah.
Yeah. So the interesting thing is you just have to be – you can't have a higher duper. Check. Mm-hmm. You have to have the right amount of credits. Check. And then the other one was I forget what the other part was. But, yeah. Oh, so you could actually sub her in to start the match, and then they could have brought Lauren in and then lost Dylan, or vice versa. They could have actually subbed her in halfway through and just lost the other one. So Lauren could have went, and if she didn't feel good, they could have put Dylan in. Dylan could have started. see how it goes, give Lauren some rest, and then come back because that was a pretty interesting happening behind the scenes. And you talk about things going wrong. I got to tell you, the team handled it very well. Jacob was very professional, straight by the rules, and then came on to the pod to explain it, which was really cool for us.
Yeah, where it would have gotten weird is if it had gone to a Dream Breaker and Dylan hadn't played, and then all of a sudden Lauren gets out there and she can't go in singles, they're screwed because you can't play in the Dream Breaker unless you've played in at least one match. The regular, and that's to Jacob is firmly in he doesn't want single specialists just coming, and so you have to play in one, and but that didn't happen. I mean, it worked out fine. Lauren was hurting worse than she was letting on. I saw her grimacing a couple of times. Mm-hmm. Sometimes you get out there and the
adrenaline, baby.
Yeah, but she was grimacing a little bit. She toughed it out.
We get the privilege doing what we do to get to know the players, and they do, like, it's going to sound so weird for us, but for me saying this, but we have become kind of that media reporting, especially when we're live streaming at the event and talking about what's happening. Mm-hmm. And I remember she walked by the booth and I was like, "Hey, Lauren, are you going to go?" She's like, "I'm beating FAU." Like, there was you could
row
chop off her leg before she would not play in that match.
Yeah,
I love that. Yeah. She wanted every bit of playing that, ruining the triple.
Didn't work out, but the heart was there.
Of course.
No. Yeah. That was great. One other fun little storyline we had finally fulfilled. Round of 16 match, Indiana against UT Austin. Indiana ends up taking that one, and Timber, of all people, posts on social media chirping Monroe. Talk about that, Timber.
Ooh.
Well, first of all, okay, you got to go back. There was a podcast a couple of months ago that Jack was. We had Jack on, and I was late to the podcast, so I tuned into the podcast. And we all know David Tabb is obsessed with the bus that Indiana can drive sometimes, and so those guys are talking about the bus, and so Jack, Texas was trying to get eligible for the tournament. And so we thought they were going to come up to Noblesville, Indiana and play in a tournament that IU was playing in. So they bullied me into a bet where if Texas won, I had to drive them around that night in the bus. And Texas and Indiana was going to go clubbing, and I was going to have to be the bus driver. But if Indiana won, Texas had to Jack Monroe had to wear an Indiana University Football National Championship jersey on campus. Well, listen, if Jack's playing, we're going on the bus. I would resign myself that I was going to be driving that bus around all the hot spots in Indianapolis that weekend. And that would have been a blast, by the way. That would have been so much fun. So I start chirping Jack on Instagram because the bet was, and Jack could have easily said, "No, man, the bet was me. I'm playing, so on and so forth." But I mean, we probably, we played Texas 10 times. Indiana's a good team, but we played Texas 10 times even without Jack. We're losing 8 of them. We played really well. We got them to a Dream Breaker. One of the girls on my team was playing Zoya in a Dream Breaker, and Zoya is a full point, duper point higher than her in singles. And this girl took 5-8 off Zoya, and Zoya didn't play bad. This girl just found her rhythm. Yeah.
Legend.
And so, but again, Jack could have just, no, we're not doing that. And he was like, "Okay, here's my address. By the way, ladies, I have Jack's apartment address now. If you want to send me $20, I'll, anybody out there want to send me $20?
This is borderline Mary Munson interview right now.
So he's like, "Here's my apartment. This is my size." Now he was chatting up, he and Carter Maris on my team are buddies. And so Jack put on Instagram, "Yeah, I'll do this, but Carter Maris still sucks." So Carter gets with me, and one of the things Jack said in there, "Send me the shirt, send me whatever shirt, and I'll wear it." And of course, take some pictures. And so Maris, when he says Maris sucks, Maris texts me and goes, "Dude, we're sending him a halter top."
Oh, that's going to be amazing.
Now, I'm not going to send him a halter top, but Maris is going to be mad at me when I don't.
Send pics, Jack.
Send them both.
I could send them both.
Yeah.
We'll send them both and let Jack decide.
Yeah, he'll do both. Make him wear both, man. That would actually be amazing. So, I mean, listen, we all know kudos to Jack Monroe for living up to his bets, but we know that he's going to 100% just do it for the clicks. Like,
Yeah, no.
we can just pretty much do anything and he'll do. If it provides clicks, he's in.
And once again, pickleball is just the best sport ever because people like that.
Yeah.
It's people like it. The people on my team that aren't as good, but just love to be a part of it. The challenger players, they had as much fun as anyone, man.
That was something I didn't understand. Like, I understand challenger is you can't, like, if you can't field a full like D2 team or you're not into that. You can just field the challenger team, but are there different levels to the challenger?
Kind of, and you don't even have to have a bid.
You just play it.
You can just come and play, which I always encourage schools to do, even if you don't get a bid, because those people will come back so excited. It'll really help you grow your program next year. But my understanding is, and I know Jacob's watching right now. Jacob, text me if I'm wrong. My understanding is, okay, let's just say you got 50 men's doubles challenger teams. They'd go by duper, you and your partner's duper. The top 10 teams play in one bracket, the next 10 play in the next bracket, the next 10 play in the next bracket. So
that's cool because they gave $300 to the winners.
Yeah. And back when Martin was still young enough to play, that very first year, if you won your little bracket, you got a lifetime paddle contract with Gamma.
Yeah.
Oops. So about $300.
So I think because we had a kid that finished second. He and his partner finished second. They were so bummed because he was going to be so excited to say, "Yeah, I got a lifetime paddle contract."
Gamma Shard, man. The Shard.
Are they still alive?
No, they're in bankruptcy.
Okay. Well, maybe it wasn't lifetime.
So we should have messaged them for a sponsorship.
No. Yeah, Gamma, not so much in the sponsorship game, fellas. Yeah. Although I will tell you, I still rock their shorts. It's still the greatest pickleball shorts of all time. I swear to God, I've been rocking for years. Like I love their shorts, but whatever. Yeah, that's not college pickleball.
Well, not anymore. Yeah. They used to be college pickleball.
Yeah,
it was the big thing.
Oh, geez. Yeah,
Martin went to their no, it wasn't. It was Chris that went to their college.
Yeah, Chris went to Gamma U.
Chris went to Gamma U.
Yeah, which then founded Yola Tech in Centerline State.
Yeah. So a couple of teams had to drop. So to fill up those brackets, they took some challenger players. Like they took some women from Purdue and some men from Anderson University and made Yola State. And then Yola Tech and Centerline State. That's what it was.
Yeah.
And boy, are those teams in shambles.
But those teams, I heard those teams had a blast too. They just had so much fun.
Let's see. I gotta tell you, I got one of those Centerline shirts. They're pretty good.
Not a sponsor, but really good shirts.
Yeah, not a sponsor, but good shirts. So I will say this, right? Like,
I have to interrupt. Yola Tech round of 64 scores. Guess their total points over 3 games.
13.
Okay.
11.
Oh wait, no, they got what is it? 19 points over 3 games.
That's not that bad.
21-5, 21-8, 21-8. Shout out Wisconsin for beating them up.
Oh well, they gonna play Wisconsin,
and that would also be 21 points there, Mr. Math Major.
Yeah, that is true. I did not add that up right.
You went to Harvard, right? Didn't you spend some time at Harvard?
Oh that's math is hard, guys.
This is the most ridiculous.
I don't know what I added up, but whatever.
So, I do I had a note to do this, even though I really didn't want to. I absolutely cooked Alabama in my opening remarks, but they got. I keep hearing different numbers, but I remember 1.9 million, right? And they built beautiful courts. And they sucked.
They got a girl on their team that I would take tomorrow.
Yeah, bro. You didn't let him finish, Timber. He said until this weekend.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Weekend. I'm apologizing, but I'm also taking credit. I think they played harder because of my coaching and me telling them what's up. I went and sat with them afterwards, and I was like, guys, I'm not wrong. And they were like, yeah, you're not wrong. We're about to prove it this weekend. And they did. And how about they took down Kennesaw State? They almost made it. They had Kiki, this girl, flying around the courts. We got a chance to watch her on the grandstand court. She was sitting right behind the booth, and all of us were just like, what in the hell is going on? Who is this girl?
The girl plays left side in mixed, and the guy is not a lefty.
And they still dinked it to him. They were still going after the right side guy. They were like, oh, okay, you're going to play the left? Cool. Is she lefty? Nope. Okay, well, maybe we'll go to her. About 3 points in, they stopped that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And the boys did play well, and they almost made it to Sunday. I mean, they're not good enough for Sunday, but I'm proud of them for at least making it to the last round of Saturday. That was like, oh,
dude,
crap.
they lost Dreambreaker to Utah Valley. Like, they could have won that.
Yeah, I'm telling you guys, and this time last year, I mean, 13 months ago, they were just getting started.
Yeah.
You know, and you did kind of set me up, David. I had so much fun chirping them because every time when someone would come up, I was like, listen, I was just so serious. I was like, listen, you know, what David said, you need to understand, you know, David said you guys spend all this money and you don't win. Listen, I don't think it was very clear. I really want to apologize. He was talking about your football team.
Yeah, like you're talking about the football team, bud. No,
yeah. So I enjoyed that. I think I told that joke 6 times to 6 different Alabama people.
They would walk past the booth and be like, "Oh, you see this? You see this?" And I'm like, "Oh, what are like?"
My fault.
I love it.
My fault. That was amazing.
Yeah,
there was also I think the biggest upset was round of 64. Our homies at Fresno State lost to 13 seed Wisconsin Whitewater. So
yeah,
let's talk about this for a second, right? So the other fun thing, and I love how, and Timber, you'll know this, you're learning this about our company. We do set the trend for a lot of things. One of the things is we have like fantasy pickleball, and kudos, they had a really cool. It didn't update fast enough for my liking, but that's me. I want instant gratification when I'm picking more things better than you guys. So they had like this bracket challenge where you can make the picks, right? And
they did.
I think like, and I beat both of you in that one too.
What was your final point total? Because I finally looked up mine today.
More than you.
I'm not sure that's true. Because I couldn't find.
We looked at it in the car.
Yeah, well, I hadn't actually looked at it. I was just going by what you guys said. And I had like 1,680 points. So
yeah, no, you finished in like 1,000 spot.
Yeah, well, Hey, I did pick the winner.
You didn't even pick the team that you thought was going to win with us.
Wait, I want to find this now. Now I feel like Tab's a liar.
No, we all sat right there.
I can't see that.
Guys.
I don't know about you guys.
It's all good. I'll read it out. So first off, shout out Mateo, 59 out of 63 picks correct.
Who is Mateo? Does anybody know?
He's from JMU, I think. They posted about him. He won $500. That guy, genius, absolute genius. All right, let's look up Timber right here. Timber.
See, it only shows 101.
Oh no, we're looking at your points. Oh yeah, dude, 1,600 is good, bro. Wait, Timber, you're low key near the top for this.
Let's look up Martin.
You don't have to worry about Martin. Martin's in the trenches. Look, 1,560.
Oh, not bad. You finished 40 behind him.
And then we got
Tab.
Oh, Tab.
I don't know what it would be.
16 fucking
Let's
asshole.
Go! Let's
fucking
go,
asshole,
boys.
dude.
Let's go.
Oh, this guy sucks.
I wish in the NCAA I have one bracket where I just pick the favorite every time, and just to see how well you would have done if you just picked the favorite every time.
I think Mateo still wins.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Because there were more than 4 upsets.
Yeah, that's crazy. Would love to pick his brain.
Illinois screwed me because that was like an 8-9 game, and Illinois was like, Illinois is way better than an 8-9 game. Illinois is going to win this easily, and then they didn't. But they did follow me on Instagram today, so all is forgiven.
But like, I brought it up not only to prove how much better I am at this than you guys, even though I undeniably know the least, and I'm just a better prognosticator and a picker of winning.
Good episode, guys. I'm gonna stop the record.
So, but it was kind of indicative of what the whole vibe was. Like, I mean, Martin, I can't speak to the APP event. I heard the 1 point was phenomenal. Like, it was a good time. NCPA was a tournament, and it was cool. Like, but this had just a vibe to it, man. You had 700 plus, by far the biggest amount of kids, and all the music was going. The venue, we all agree, was the
Shout out
best.
Hunter, amazing amazing on the aux.
And he had a playlist that was second to none, right? He was getting compliments on that. I think that's all he was really focused on was the playlist the whole time. But you had inside courts, outside courts. The kids were walking around. They were all hanging out off to the side. Like, at one point, I don't think Martin was there. I think it was Timber. You were with me. I mean, Old Man River walked up to us, right? Remember, the old guy walked up to us and was like, hey, guys, like, if this is college kids, our future's in good shape because these are the most respectful, polite, well-behaved while they were on site. Like, incredible time. And I think that the vendors, Quest was giving out free samples, so everybody was proteined up. Was a really good atmosphere, like fun.
So the first year that we had the finals there, I mean, this is a fancy country club. It's in a wealthy area. It's fancy. It's a fancy Lifetime country club. The first year we were there, they were really protective of their spaces. They were like, there were bathrooms we couldn't use. There were areas we couldn't. Now they've gotten rid of all that because they've learned nobody's trashing our facility. Nobody's going to be disrespectful to our members. I just think that's the biggest testament is how this bougie country club has went, oh yeah, these are our people. These are kids that are not, the place wasn't trashed. People were picking up after themselves. I love that. I love what a good representation we've been to places like that.
Yeah.
And awesome to see. I think they were just worried about kids stealing towels.
Well,
which I think still happened, but.
So I did see one of the best karma things ever, and we talked about it on the podcast. My buddy Tori is on the Purdue team, and she went over. There was a bunch of bottles of ketchup, and everybody from Purdue was somewhere else eating burgers, and Tori stole a bottle of ketchup. But while she's standing there, we're talking, and I guess she squeezed the bottle, and ketchup just went all over her black tennis dress, her pickleball dress. I was like, so Tori got karma for stealing ketchup.
Immediate karma.
Oh, that was funny.
I got immediate karma too. Some team said their flights got delayed, and I was like, haha, that sucks. Like 4 hours later, your flight has been delayed till 12 a.m.
Flying home, we showed up so early that we were hanging out, and then I showed up and they had shut the doors.
Oh no!
Yeah,
did you get in?
On because some guy freaked out, but it was hilarious. But yeah, I made it.
Wow!
Holy moly! Yeah, I was in the airport for like 9 hours. That was a fun time. But it was
a good dinner. A little TGI Fridays.
Pro travel tip: if you're one of those places, if you're going to be in the airport for a while, it can be cheaper to like go into the United
lounge
and eat and drink in there for free, and it's real comfortable and everything. So I did that a couple of weeks ago. I was like, oh my gosh, this is awesome.
Timber, I don't know if you realize this, but like I'm in my office / studio / home. You have a green screen, and Martin's still in his house where he grew up. We do not have a corporate budget for United Sky Miles.
It's like $60.
Yeah,
it's one time. You can go without the card or anything. It's just like $60.
It's $60, and you're gonna, I don't know if you've noticed, but airport food's pretty expensive. So
I don't know. I'm aware. I did not know that.
Yeah, TGI Fridays was like $90. You're like, what the fuck?
Yeah, we had apps and everything. Oh wait, is the food's free?
Yeah, once you're in there, everything's free.
Oh shit.
Oh shit, indeed. Well, there is one last thing we can go over for this episode. We kept saying that the college season's over, but there's a random event.
Oh my god!
This weekend.
No, we are not picking this.
You're too far ahead. It wouldn't matter. So
okay, good.
But yeah, we have a run by City Pickle. It's going to be college pickleball coming to Central Park.
Oh, that's dope.
I think, yeah, something like that. But yeah, we got a bunch of Ivy Leagues. The Ivy League's expanding. We got Cornell, Columbia, Harvard. Then we got the other teams, whatever. No,
I'll ask Timber this question because he's been in the business side of college pickleball much longer than me. But now my feed and my email.
Oh, never. Sorry, not Central Park. It says Times Square. Almost.
Oh yeah, they have a new venue in Times Square.
Times Square. Yep. That is sick.
It's in like a warehouse with like 4-foot ceilings.
Hell yeah.
If you like now, I am getting everybody's doing college night at pickleball venues. Everybody's doing, now look, City Pickle's like a college tournament. It's not obviously not sanctioned. It's more of like, hey man, we're kind of jumping on the bandwagon of college pickleball. Are you starting to see more of that? And then is there a sense of protection against just straight trying to make money off of college pickleball?
Well, I don't know about the protection. Is basically me. I'm very protective of it because you don't want, because of this good reputation, you don't want that to get sullied. This event will be fine. City Pickle's got great people working at it, but you could be in a situation where if it wasn't, then it leaves then college pickleball leaves a bad taste in people's mouths. So I worry about that a little bit. And I have this thing, what I've learned, and you've been in the business a lot longer than me. It took what I learned over the last couple of years is, because I did a little bit of freelance work with some different companies in this space. I will not work with people that are just in it because they see an opportunity to make a little bit of money. Yes, let's all make money. I'm all in favor of that. But if you don't love pickleball, if you're just, hey, we can plug our widget in and make some money, I don't want to work with you because that hasn't ever gone well when I've tried that.
Well,
so
Derek Sawyer used to work for City Pickle.
But City Pickle, they'll do a great job. They got another facility opening out here under the Brooklyn Bridge. That'll be cool as hell.
They have Central Park.
Yeah, well, they've got Central Park and they've got Times Square. Now they're doing a Brooklyn Bridge.
They have West Palm. They have Boca. It was West Palm. They have Boca Raton as well. So FAU may have a new training ground. Jesus.
Boom. They don't need that.
Yeah, definitely.
Mm-hmm.
So, but to your point, it is, people are starting to see an opportunity to make a little bit of money. They may not even know about, NCPA or APP or CPT. They're just putting on an event. I'm putting together something right now. Now it is part of PPA and somewhat part of Duper, but at the end of July, there's an event in Bangkok for college age players. And so I'm
so pumped you're bringing us with you, man.
Yeah,
that's awesome. Unbelievable that we're going.
Yeah.
Well, you'll have to. I think once you get there, it's going to be pretty cheap. If you pay if you guys pay for your plane tickets, I'll pick up your meals while we're in Bangkok.
No, just do both. That's fine. Thanks, man.
Because I think it's like $2.
Yola?
Huh?
I'll swing a Yola for a plane ticket.
No. You're not part of the Yola universe. So we're doing like a Yola all-star team. That's not for sure yet, but we're working on it.
What if I enroll in summer classes?
And get a sex change and we'll talk.
There you go.
I can't be on the men's team?
What's your duper?
5'3"? Who checks duper nowadays?
5'3" is not going to get you on this team, bud. Sorry.
Hey, they don't have a pro medal. I'll tell you that. They don't have second place at a PPA challenger.
Ooh.
I don't even think they've been close.
But I can't, I don't know what to do right now because I'm Martin, I think the real investment here is how do we just film Timber in Bangkok in college pickleball?
He has his meta glasses.
Yeah. We got the meta glasses. We should absolutely stream from the meta glasses.
So this was a talk with some of the Duper bosses because it was like, well, Timber, you're going to go and kind of keep them in line. They are college students. Then I start naming the students I'm interested in, and as I'm naming them, I'm like, holy shit, I'm the troublemaker of the group. these are like the best kids in the world. They're gonna be like, yeah, Timber, you gotta, quit doing shots.
Timber, yeah, you're cut off.
Yeah, you're done. Well, so all right. Speaking of that, right, Martin, run us down. Like everybody thinks, because technically the college pickleball season is over, we've gotten lots of questions about what we're going to be doing.
Yes, sir. Well, as far as the podcast episodes, we're still going every week, week in, week out. We're grinding. We'll be starting to bring back the guests. So everybody that's like, bro, you said we'd hop on, I'd get on the pod, but you're dodging us. Your time will come. We got a line going. I'm super excited about that, how much everybody has been wanting to get on the pod. The first couple episodes, we were like, please get on the pod. Please, can you please come on Thursday? But now people are like actually expressing they want to do it themselves. They're super excited. So yeah, follow the pod, subscribe. We'll have episodes coming in. And then later on in the year, date to be determined, we'll get information out as we go. We are hosting a Pickleball U campus regional stop. We're doing our own event with our own flair. Some of you guys know us just as Pickleball U, but we're actually event organizers first. So you'll be surprised at the quality of this event, and we hope to see you guys there. Information coming soon.
I got one more for you guys.
Uh-oh.
So we're about to have our own Pickleball U code for discounts at tournaments, some swag, and it's all going to be for all of our followers. So if you don't follow us, screw you, and you don't get the discount. We're going to have, and it's not like affiliate code crap, right? Like it's good quality stuff where we've listened to a lot of players about what they want and kind of need, and no, it's not, number 2 pencils, but it'll be some really cool stuff. Yeah.
Heck
yeah. Stuff that college kids can use. Yep.
You love to see that. Wow, that's exciting.
Yep.
Well, yeah, thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Any last words from you boys?
We'll be here next week, right?
Yes, sir.
Timber.
Every week, Timber.
So here's one thing. Here's one thing you can do: put in the chat or put it on our Instagram or something. So this is a legitimate business. We don't actually make any money, but we're trying to. And so these guys are much more business. I'm a terrible businessman, which is bad because I own my own business for like 20 years. But so these guys are like, look, you got to sign a talent contract. So it's fine. I mean, the thing they sent me is fine, but I got to put something in there that's insane, like, a rock and roll star. So like, back in the day, it used to be, I think it was Aerosmith. You had to give them M&Ms, and if you put any green M&Ms in there, they had the right to trash the hotel room.
Yeah.
So what should we put in my contract that's insane? Nothing expensive, just something insane that I'm going to insist on before I sign this contract. We want to hear it on the Instagram notes.
I gotta be honest, I'm kind of pumped for this. I would say, like, yeah, Timber kind of hit it on the head here. We are a business, and I am pretty hard on the fellas, business wise and stuff like that. But I am super proud of the two of you, and just the way that you really took hold of this. I appreciate that you guys kept me on board, because Timber will tell you I was trying to remove myself, and they both were like, nah, man, you're having too much fun. It's too much fun. And so I appreciate that out of you. But I am proud of how well we have been good thought leaders. I got a couple of comments about how much people appreciate that we don't hold back, because with no tour alliances and any business relationships that we're doing, we don't hold back on people, and we just try to speak the truth and really try to elevate the game. We are 100%, and it's because of the two of you in our production meetings and everything we're holding. You took hold of it and ran with it. We are just 100% trying to help everybody. We do not care one bit about, as long as you're trying to do the right thing, and trying is a big word there. As long as you're trying to do the right thing, we are a part of it. And I do think that, despite the fact nobody knows who I am, I think people know who you guys are. And I walked around. That was the thing that also caught my eye, is how much you two are loved in this college pickleball community, and I am proud of you two.
Thank you.
It's been a blast, but it feels like when the baseball season's over, like the last broadcast, they're all saying nice things about each other. We're not going anywhere. We got a podcast next week.
Nope. End of the season. This is just the end of the season debrief. I'm looking forward to more interviews because I want the tally. We have a tally of, hey, David, good question, and I'm going to get that a lot. So I'm pumped about that.
All right.
Love to see it. Thank you so much for tuning in, guys. See you next week.
Bye.